Good evening everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys can hear me well enough. It is a gorgeous Sunday evening and we are ready for the endurance race. This will be round 1 of season 3 of the SSBB 2021 Esport Championship, and we've broken it up into the 3 different divisions. We have the Clubman's class, which is the open class, which is run on a Friday night. Then we then have the Pro-Am class, which is the scalpel cutters, and then we have this class, the Endurance Series, which is kind of open to everyone as well. Now each class runs its own individual points. The points for the overall prize are pretty much taken into account in the Pro-Am Series. So if you want to be part of that overall challenge, the link to the video for that is in the description down below. Then you need to race in the Pro-Am Series. Jump on our Discord, check out what's required from that. But this series is all about endurance racing. We keep it separate on a Sunday night, and yeah, we just want to have a bit of fun. So we are about to jump into qualifying. Let me just check. We've got about 2 minutes to go, so let the guys know. And it's going to be good. We've got a full house here tonight. It's fantastic to see. The choice of cars for this series. Now we got 10 weeks of racing. The tracks have all not been revealed, and we do that on purpose. But the choice of car here is either a Hyundai Genesis. These are all Group 3 cars. Hyundai Genesis, which is a GT3 car. A Mazda Atenza, as you can see McFlurry driving here. He is the lone Mazda. A Subaru. This is a Group 3 Subaru. Pretty wild machine this. They make some glorious noises. And then the other option is the Mitsubishi Evolution Final Edition. Now I don't think anybody's taken that car, but either way, we're going to be in for some great racing tonight. There's some super quick guys. Pretty much all of the top 4 are really quick. So it's going to be really good racing. If you're into endurance racing and you enjoy this kind of stuff, stick around. This is exactly what you will be looking for. So we are literally about to get started. So I'm going to let the guys know we are starting now. So I just want to make sure we're going to a 10-minute qualifier. That's it. I've given everybody very strict instructions. We are under very tight time constraints here. Hi Venture, thanks for joining us in the comment section. So let's see who's gonna take it. It's freezing cold here in Pretoria. It's been pretty cold this whole week. So obviously my studio is in my man caves, aka SSBB HQ. So it's pretty freaking cold. Okay, there's 2 Mazdas. Opticon is also he's a new guy. He's in the second Mazda. We're going to have to chat to him about his couple of liveries he's missing, but sorry, decals rather. But it's not too bad. It's just really the number board. So, but all these cars look fantastically turned out. Mr. Boombastic going out now. So as you can see, I've switched my screens. I've got the streaming stuff on the right and what I can watch on the left. So let's see how it goes. As I was saying, this car makes some glorious noises. How's the audio? We're having issues with audio again. I'm not sure why OBS always resets itself. So the other thing I need to do is just adjust this so we can see the laps. How's that? Not as great. Let's just change that a bit more. You go on this adventure with me, so it's fantastic. There we go. I call it, it's the position rather. So fantastic. We're running on board now with Mr. Bombastic. Oof. Popping and squirting. So, who's first? Well, you know this man. This man has been super quick in all of the races we've had so far. He is really proving to be quite a contender. There is tyre wear, there is fuel consumption to be taken into account. So these guys are going to have to obviously manage fuel, manage their tyres, and 30 laps. Let's see how that turns out. You know, we've had some amazing racing over the season 2 in the endurance series, so I'm really looking forward to this. And the opening round on Friday of season 3, wow, it was phenomenal. Clubman's provided some absolutely amazing racing. Excuse me. So did the Pro-Am series. So just really happy. Everybody's very chuffed with it so far. So Janetsu Motorsport car. Oh, there is. It's Davide. He's in the Mitsubishi now. Apparently, this car makes some glorious noises. Oof, man. Some nice sounds coming out of this thing. So these guys don't have a lot of laps. They're probably going to have to do. Okay, so Venture did get a full lap in. As it was pretty much. Oh, I'm not a turbo guy, but there's some rally sounds like those wastegate sounds you get from rally. It's just freaking amazing, and you don't really hear that with circuit racing, just because they're either on the gas or on the brakes. Whereas rally, they kind of feather it quite a bit, so you get that like long wastegate noise, which and pop of valve. So that Janetsu car looking really good. Great to see at least one Mitsubishi there. So currently Venture 26, the fastest guy out there, 138.5, 138, 138.85, 139.856. Second is this Finn, Spage Finn in the DHL car, 140.2. Third is Ian Evo, 140.3. A very similar looking car. Could almost say they were cousins. Fourth is David A in the Janetsu Motorsport Mitsubishi, 148.888. Fifth is Golfi, 140.892. That's very close. So someone went quicker. David A went sixth. Let's just go down the field. Seventh is Alex, 140.9. Ninth is Dens, 141.05. 10th is L, 141.5. 11th is Jedi, 141.5. Going through the pits. Slung, also in a Subaru, a matte black Subaru. Looks very good. 13th. 14th is Mr. Bombastic. Hasn't done a time yet. Interesting. Okay, we haven't spoken about Octicon. The new guy, 141.3, 11th. Jedi Jonah, 141.5, 12th. Slung, 13th. 14th, Mr. Bombastic. He hasn't done a time, but he should be up there. 3 minutes left. Need quick emergency. Oh, you're kidding me, Danes. What? Sure. So, it's looking interesting. We've got... Where has Mr. Bombastic placed? He hasn't raced for a while. He's still doing his lap. Okay, let's see what he does here. Let's see what he does here. Third, we knew it'd be quick. There we go. Well done, sir. Only 0.33 behind, in front of McFlurry. So yeah, it's interesting. It's good. Oh, gets a nice bit of a tank slapper there. not that nice when it happens. So back to your leader, bench at 26, 139.3. Second is the Finn, 139.5. Mr. Bombastic checking the pit time. Fourth, McFlurry. McFlurry has that South African coloured helmet. I like how it's been turned out. Where's Dens? Let me just check the Discord. What's happening with Dens? Are you there, brother? I don't see him. That's not good. 33 seconds left. Let's just see. Is he in the room? He is there. Let's just see if he's here. Might have to set the grid manually. So, looks like Venture's parked it. He's happy with his time. He's 0.2 ahead of the Finn. He's still out there looking for a good time. Doesn't look like tyre wear is much of an issue. Fuel consumption though is an issue. So these guys are going to be fuel saving. And it'll be interesting to see. So there is a tyre strategy at play as well. You have the option to use either the medium or the hard tyre. You have to use one of each. At least one of each during the race. So you can do and also whatever you start with, you have to use. So if you start with the medium, you have to use the medium. If you start with the hard, you have to use the hard, but you only have to use it once. So if you decide to race with the hards for whatever reason, you can race with them, but you then have to use the medium at least once. And then if you obviously vice versa. Ooh, Dens is back just in time, man. That was close. Cutting it close. So Venture currently still on pole with a Venture still on pole. Let's just look at these times. Oh, there we go. There's confirmation. Venture first, second Spage, and so it goes. So this will be interesting. 30 laps. It's going to be a long race. Let's try and have a bit of fun here. Full house, full house, full house. So we got 13 cars. We should have 14. Not sure who's missing. So keep your eyes on the lights, boys and girls. They go green. Who gets a good start? Oh, the DHL car gets a good start. So let's see. Who is it in the front? Why is this thing? Oh no. Okay, there's an issue. There's an issue. We're gonna have to restart. So unfortunately there's an issue. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. It's Mr. Boombastic. Very, very sorry guys. Yeah, there must be some sort of issue again. So I'm gonna have to go back, reset the grid. We had this issue on Friday as well. Please stand by. we are back. We just had to restart the room. Let me just get things going back here again. Man, this happened on Friday as well. It's quite annoying, but let's just let everybody know. So it looks like everybody's in. What's Dan saying? There we go. So okay, interesting. Let's try again. This happened on Friday as well. Ah, it's so annoying. Anyway, it is what it is. What do we do? Starting on hards, Alex. That's a bold strategy. Interesting. I was just reading the comments. My game crashed. Ian either. Yep. We all kind of had that issue, so it's fine. Here we go again. Anyway, let's keep our eyes on the lights. Still red. We're going to be in for some amazing racing. Let's go. Who gets a good start? Looks like Mr. Bombastic has got a great start. So Mr. Bombastic in the yellow DHL colored car is looking really good. He's just ahead of Venture 26. Some close racing there. Oh, it looks like it's really tight going through there. So ahead, right in the front is, let's just make sure. So we're currently looking at Mr. Bombastic now. Apologies, the Finn, Spage Finn is is first. He's followed very closely by Venture 26. So the Finn got a better launch. Although Venture put it on pole, the Finn actually got a better launch, and well, the Subaru being four-wheel drive. I actually don't know if it is four-wheel drive in this configuration. It probably isn't. So I apologize for that. Anyhow, so as it stands, you've got the Finn, Venture 26. Third is Mr. Bombastic. Beautifully sorted cars. Death Raccoon fourth. Fifth is Al. Sixth is Ian Evo. Seventh is Golf Nut. And this whole car. Eighth is Octicom, the new guy. Ninth is Den. Hot on his heels is David A. Den's rather. Bit of hip and shoulder there. McFlurry Twist 11th. Something must have happened there. He didn't have a great start at all. Alex 12th, starting on the hard. So those two could have been starting on the hards. 13 Slung. 14 is Jedi Jonah. Back to your leader, the Finn. He's pulled out a gap of 1.4 seconds already. This man, I tell you, this guy in endurance races, he is just in another league. But we've seen that our friend Venture 26 is also just as good. Although, so having said that, I'm not sure what tires these guys are on. We'll have to just see when they come into the pits. So, good start to the race, all nice and clean. Oh, who was that? That is Mr. Bombastic Race running a bit wide there. This is a long race these guys have got ahead of them, you know, and fuel saving is going to become an issue because you can see already that they've used quite a bit of fuel. So it'll be interesting to see. The Finn, what's his fuel strategy like? Venture 26 could also be fuel saving, so that's the thing. It's not the same as as a sprint race. So looks like they are kind of fuel saving, gauging each other out here. Death Raccoon in a very, very nicely turned out Genetsu Motorsport machine. The Mitsubishi is holding their own here in third place. It's Mitsubishi against Subaru. Looking really good. So, great start to this race. So, fourth place is Mr. Bombastic getting a bit of a slide there. There's a beautiful shot here as we look at Ian Evo and Al behind him. And some great racing here. Let's jump on board with, so Mr. Bombastic's getting, apologies, Ian Evo getting the slip and managing to put his Mazda up the inside through turn one. Very, very well done. Good driving there from Mr. Bombastic. apologies from Ian Evo. My God, I'm getting it wrong tonight. That's okay, it's Sunday. So, Death Raccoon's still in third place, doing a great job in the Genetsu Motorsport car. Looking very, very good there. Mitsubishi looks like it's doing very, very well. Behind him is in fourth place is Ian Evo in the Mazda. Fifth is Mr. Boombastic in the Subaru. It's great to see that there are at least one of each of the cars that we've applied. So wonderful. Golf Nut in the Subaru WRX. Very nice livery. All three of these cars look this good. It's fantastic to see. So seventh is L. Also, man, L's liveries have come out so pretty. Something about that chrome in the background with the black, and he's done a great job. And I must congratulate all of our competitors. They've just risen to the occasion with these liveries, and they just look glorious. So well done, and thank you everyone. Eighth is David A in the second Mitsubishi Genetsu Motorsport car. Ninth is Octocong in the Mazda. Let me get my other device here. 10th is McFlurry in another Mazda. So great to see the Mazdas as well. Fantastic. 11th is Alex. Now Alex started on, he said in the comments, he started on the hard. So interesting strategy. Everybody's going to go to hard, like all the guys that started on mediums will have to switch to hards at some point, and it'll be interesting to see what that does. So, looking at Den's currently, he's in the one of the Hyundai Genesis, doing a good job there. Gerard Jonah also in the Hyundai Genesis. Slung in a Subaru. So back to the leaders. Going to take a drive on board with the Finn, and so we can watch, listen, and learn. You can see how hard he's pushing there as he got the car quite loose through turn 1. Got to use a lot of curb through turn 2 there. He runs it quite wide but doesn't pick up a penalty, so he obviously knows the track limits extremely well. You can hear the tyres arguing with him. So runs it very wide there. Interesting. Not sure if he's going to pick up a penalty, but he obviously knows this track extremely well. So very late braking here. So easy to get the car squarely there. So he's pulled a bit of a gap, 2.2 seconds on Venture 26. So I'm not sure if that means Adventure's on the hards, or if that means that this man has just found something. So such a tough corner that there's so many lines through there. So that was an onboard lap with our friend the Finn. Brilliant lap. So currently the Finn is on lap 5, almost half a tank down. Venture 26 also on lap 5. He's got more fuel than the Finn, so it looks like that he's doing a better job at fuel saving. He has a massive scrap. So Ian Evo in third, but fourth place. Huge scrap between Death Raccoon and Golf Nut. And Golf Nut going around the outside. That is Oh, a bit of hip and shoulder there. But gave each other a lot of room there. Also, that is Mr. Boombastic putting the move on Al. So, very good racing. Let's just go back and see that move. So, coming into turn 1, Golf Nut goes around the outside. He was ahead, but as Death Raccoon gets on the power, they just touch a bit. So, and then that great dice between Ian and Mr. Boombastic. So, good to see. So so Golf Nut did manage to get ahead of Death Raccoon. Let's just drive on board. Oh, getting very close there. Beautiful racing from these guys. Oh, who's that? Mr. Boombastic getting a brilliant exit through that second part of the chicane. I'm not sure, maybe we'll have to just see if we hop on board with Death Raccoon. Maybe he's starting to battle with tires a bit. I have to be so patient here. So, is Death Raccoon going in the pits? He is. Interesting strategy. So, let's just go up to... Where is Death Raccoon now? So quite a few guys in the pits. What is he doing? Oh, it's fuel. Aha. Thought he was doing the 5-minute pit stop. I was about to say, you don't have to do that. Only if it's 40 laps. So this is Den's. Great turned out livery as well. Well done on that, Den's. So some of these guys are already doing their pit stops. Great to see. Back to the leader. They might have started on the hards and then come in early to get onto the mediums as quick as possible. I see Alex is still out there. He's in 8th place. Alex is on the hards as well. Could be just trying to carve his way through. David, I'm not sure if he's on the hards or if he's on the mediums. So back to Alex. 140.3 on the hards is not a bad time. Well done, thank you for the acknowledgement there, sir. It's looking very good. Let me just try and see. You must go back to the comments. So back to our leader. Under huge pressure from Venture 26. So the Finn must have made a mistake there. Not sure what happened there. Very interesting. This gap is closed down to nothing. Could this be the sign of tire wear? Let's just see. So if we look at his tires, let's look at Venture's tires. So if we look at the Finn getting it very loose there, we know he's a very aggressive driver. And we've seen that work out for him in the past, even in endurance racing. So let's just look at the tire wear and the fuel. So, he runs it very deep. And Venture 26 going off, unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. So let's just have a look at what happened there. They come through this tight little section. Oh, he just got it loose. I got on the gas and got the rear end loose and it tried to overtake him, so that's quite unfortunate. And now he's got Ian Evo behind him, so the man that has absolutely dominated a lot of our racing is kind of feeling the pressure a bit here. Got the Finn in first. So Venture fainting to the pits, kind of throwing a dummy there to see if he's going to go in the pits, and he's followed closely by Ian Evo. So interesting race here. We've got Subaru, Hyundai, Mazda, Subaru. really good racing here. There's actually not, the gap is not, they haven't opened up as much as I thought they would. So Ian Everett doing a great job in that Mazda. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far, and we still got audio. Just want to make sure I never make that mistake. So beautiful racing here from Golfy. He's doing a great job up in fourth in that Zoll coloured car. So Zoll is, or should I rather say Jamaican coloured car? Is it Jamaican? Rastafarian coloured car? Anyway, I think we've got a bit of lag here. It's not great to see. So it can become a problem. If it does, then we don't want it to impact the other drivers, obviously. So Golfy up in fourth, getting followed very, very closely by Mr. Bombastic, who's being followed very, very closely by McFlurry Twist. This is a great little scrap developing as they get onto the main straight. So Golfy is going to lead this train, and he's going to suck these guys along. Okay, there must have been a bit of lag. So the other guy is Venture 26 jumping into the pit. So he was on mediums now. Great little battle developing here. So, oh, that's Al going straight off. Let's just see that again. So Al, I think, just got the braking marker wrong. He didn't. He underestimated the toe and had to go on the grass to avoid going into the back of McFlurry. So unlucky. Tough racing, man. Tough racing. But this trio is having a fantastic battle. 1 second penalty for this man, Mr. Bombastic, and he is being followed very, very closely by our friend Golfnut, who is an extremely good driver. All of these drivers are very good. McFlurry Twist as well. He's right up there, and putting these guys under a lot of pressure. So good to see. Really good racing here from everybody. Very, very close, and it's lap 10. They're 1/3 of the way through this race. So great to see. So this man's still out there doing his thing. The Finn. Currently in first. Looks like he's going into the pits now. So he's on the mediums. At some point he'll have to go into the hards. And Eva also coming into the pits. Al also coming into the pits. Mr. Bombastic also coming into the pits. Let's see if it comes out with hards. He might do his last stint on hards. Be interesting to see. Putting a full tank of juice in. Goes out with hards. Okay, interesting. So currently leading this race is this man, Golf Nut. Now he's going to want to, well, he's just going to have to get it to the pit lane, really. He's got no fuel left. McFlurry's done a fantastic job of fuel saving. I mean, if you look at Golfy, he's got nothing left. McFlurry still has a quarter tank, and he's right there with Golfy, so that's really, really good work. Alex Wilmot up in third, so his strategy looks like it's worked quite well, although he doesn't have fuel. I don't think he probably hasn't pitted yet, so Golfy is really hanging on by the skin of his teeth to try and get it to the pit lane. This man doing a wonderful job in that Mazda. It's so good to see the guys supporting the Mazda. I really thought I put it there, and I was hoping, that people would use the variety of cars, and it's great to see. So Golfy will have to go into the pits. So will McFlurry. Alex is going to stay out. He's going to. So does McFlurry. McFlurry stays out. Bold move. So they both of these two, Alex has got less fuel than McFlurry. McFlurry running it a bit deep there. What is the tire there like? Alex has got more tire. So McFlurry's got more fuel, Alex has got more tire. So Alex can push really hard on this lap depending on the fuel consumption. So what's McFlurry's best time? 1:41.4. Alex's best time, 1:40.8. Interesting. So this is a nice little dance developing here. So it's interesting to see the Finn is out in third. He's pitted already. My God, where is he on the track? Okay, he's coming through that section. So McFlurry's coming to the main straight. Will he do another lap? He's going to do another lap. Very interesting. Going very long, maximizing his time on his mediums. Alex going into the pits. So he will have to go. So was McFlurry on the mediums or the hards? I don't know. So sorry, his best lap time 1:40.3, 1:40.2. Not sure if he's on the mediums or the hards. So this is Alex in the pits. They're putting fuel now. Alex has gone onto the mediums. He must have, because he started on the hards. So it'll be interesting to see what he does, putting a full tank. Brake turned out livery as well. So he's on the medium. He comes out in 11th place, right in this battle. So big dice here between Golfy and Davide. Golfy's lagging a lot. It's never good. It's not lagging. It's kind of just going on and off. Davide running it really deep there, but gets the inside for the next corner. Nice little train. So Alex has kind of found himself in this train now. And I'm not sure if these other drivers are on mediums or hards. But if Alex is on the medium, he's going to want to get past him as soon as possible. Oh, what happened there? Looks like Golfy lost out there. Maybe Golfy overdid it. Let's just go back a bit. Okay, so your leader now has gone into the pits. So now he was on the medium. So that's it. He maximized his time on the medium. He's now filling up with fuel, and he's probably going to go on the hard tire. Yep, he's going into the hard. Finish the stint on the medium, so I don't think he'll do a super long stint again. So the Finn back to the lead, but he's followed very, very closely by Venture 26. 10 to 1, these guys are on hards. So Venture has Ian Evo very, very hot on his heels here. Very, very close. So it's pretty much, it looks like it's down to these three. The race is really between these three. And then in fourth place, you've got Death Raccoon, who's about 5.2 seconds behind them. And he's been involved in this whole train between Mr. Boombastic. Oh, he has a 0.3 penalty. Yeah, so it's Mr. Boombastic and Arcticon. Al is kind of 4 seconds away. He obviously went off, and he's recovered quite nicely from that. So McFlurry twist. Oh, it's beautiful pops and bangs. So McFlurry twist in 8th, getting put under huge pressure. He's on the mediums now, having to work his way around under huge pressure from David A. Alex in 10th. Now Alex is on the mediums. So he's already carved his way through this bunch, that last bunch, and he's going to want to capitalize now. Try and cut some good lap times. 39.503 was Ian Evo's best time. Alex just done a 5.14. So there is a point for fastest lap. And it's just great to see these guys really working to find the strategy that works and how is it going to work. So McFlurry, let's just ride on board with him now. Alex is going to want to pass these guys as fast as possible. He started on the hard. He's now on the medium. Oh, was that Davide giving McFlurry just a bit of a hazard? So they're coming up to this funny section now. Straight very hard. Right turn here. Tough racing there. Tough racing between these guys. Alex is on the mediums. He's going to want to get past these guys. He's just getting held up. He's going to need to try and be patient, get a good exit onto the main straight. You know, this is pretty much where the mediums will come into their own. There isn't that much difference in terms of pace between the medium and the... Oh! Wow, that's a huge tank slapper. So unlucky there. So unlucky there from, look at that, who's that, Davide? Just misses Alex. Sure, that was close. So very, very unlucky. It's moved Davide really far down the line. And Alex has obviously got past, so he's now in 8th. He's on the medium, like I say. He's going to want to try and push to get ahead of these guys and just maximize his performance on that tire. So the Finn's still out in front, 1.2 seconds now on the hards, doing a great job. Second is still Venture 26 in this. Nothing in it between Venture and Ian Evo, and it's literally a Subaru, a Hyundai, and a Mazda, and then Death Raccoon in the Mitsubishi. So 4 manufacturers in the top 4. Wonderful to see. Let's just see what's happening here. And then, so Death Raccoon's leading this train. Death Raccoon, Bombastic, and Octicon. Death Raccoon really holding his own in this in the Mitsubishi, which was said to be not as good, but it's proving to be pretty freaking great. So nothing wrong. Really good to see, man. So now it's the long straight, and Mr. Bombastic has the advantage of the slip. So interesting. Death Raccoon goes into the pits now. Obviously has 0 fuel, never saw that. But he's on the hard. He's going to go onto the medium now. That'll give him some speed. Good racing from these guys. these guys working together really nicely to catch Finn, Spage Finn. And that's what I was keep talking about, is like, if you sit and battle with each other, you're just going to let the guy in front get away. And these guys look to be working together to make it happen, try and catch the Finn. He's just in a league of his own. So really, really good racing between these two. Freaking wonderful to see. And but the Finn pulling out a 1.7 gap already. He's pushing hard, doing a great job in that Subaru. So brilliant racing from these guys. Made a bit of a mistake there. These guys have closed the gap now. It's another mistake from the Finn. It's quite rare. Pushing really hard. So what's the state of this? Let's look at tyres and fuel. So the Finn, we know, just over a quarter tank, and tyres are there. Venture has less fuel. Ian Evo has even more fuel because he's been in the slip the whole time. That's the advantage of being in the slip. So Ian Evo might want to take this, make the move now. He does. He makes the move into turn 1. Finally made the move. So the gap now about 1.5 to the Finn. Spage Finn. This great dice developing here. The Finn, they pretty much neck and neck on fuel and tyres. Having said that, Ian Evo has less tyre than Spage. So the gap 1.5 still. So Spage really managing this very, very well. Fantastic to see a Mazda up there, and even a Hyundai from Venture 26. So great job from all of these drivers. Mr. Boombastic finally got past because Death Raccoon went into the pits. Alex is out in 5th. He's on the medium, so catching Mr. Boombastic, although Mr. Boombastic is probably on a hard tyre as well. So Alex is going to want to really maximize his time now. Is he going to stop again? He'll have to stop again for fuel. So all these drivers are going to have to stop again, especially for the guys that are on the hard. You know, they're going to really want to get off that tire as soon as possible, but they can't get on the medium too early, because then they'll have to fuel save to finish the race. So it's a tricky one. Mr. Boombastic going very defensive here. Has he been able to hold off Alex? Alex goes round the outside, gets the job done. Very good racing there from Alex Wilmot. We know this man is an exceptional driver. He's very, very good, very calculated, very, very quick. Got the fastest lap of the race, 1:39.1 in that Hyundai. So really brilliant work there from Alex. That was the lap 17. They're currently on lap 20. So 9-second gap to Ian Evo. Great work. So Venture has obviously gone into the pits. 1.1 second gap between the Spage Finn and Ian Evo. He loves driving this car sideways. Let's just ride on board with him. So the Finn coming in. He's going to want to get off these hards. He decided that now's the time. He can do 10 laps on the medium. A lot of the guys have done 15 laps on the medium before, so he's going to put in just enough fuel to get him to the finish. Very, very quick driver, this man. Very good at endurance racing as well. So wonderful to see. Beautiful livery. So your leader currently, Ian Evo. He can still go a while. I'm not sure what tire he's on. If he's doing 40s, so 10 to 1 he is on the hard tire. So he can still go a while. He has about 8.5 seconds gap to Alex. He can't go too long, because the longer he's on that hard tire, the more time he's going to lose. So it'd probably be wise to come in now, change to the medium, and you can do the rest of the race on the medium, on the quicker lap times. You just have to put enough fuel in to get you to the end. So 8 points, about 9 second gap to Alex. Let's see, what is he going to do? No, he's going to stay out. So he decides to stay out. He's happy with his times. He's doing low 40s. Interesting to see. So Alex now doing late 30, mid to late 39s. Not really catching. I wonder when Alex is going to change, or is he going to try push to the end? He might push to the end. That'll be an interesting strategy if he does. He's got a quarter of a tank. I'm not sure if he's going to make it driving like that. So third is Al. He's coming in now. He's on the hard. All the guys on the hard are going to want to get off the hard tire. Get onto the medium. Let's just go to your leader. He won't have enough fuel to finish. So let's go back. Third is the Finn. The gap is 21 seconds. So Alex, if he could stay out, if fuel saves enough, he might be able to finish this race, but I don't think it's going to be possible, to be honest. Unless he really fuel saves like a lot. It's got to do 8 laps on a quarter of a tank. It's possible. Is it going to be enough to stay ahead of the Finn? That's the question. And the next question is, will this man stay out and try to do the same? I don't think so, because he has half of a quarter of a tank. So he will have to come in, and he's on the hard tire. So he's going to have to come in. So the question is, will Alex try and push to the end on the medium? He's on the medium. He's on the right tire. No, I don't think so. He's going to do a splash and dash. So interesting, very interesting. Good, looks like a great finish to this race. So the Finn, where is he? He's coming down the main straight now. Okay, so he's definitely going to take the lead, or going up into second place. Alex back on the medium, still in the pits. Venture 26 third. The gap to the Finn is 3 seconds. Finn going through turn 1 now. 28 second gap to Ian Evo. He's going to have to stop now. He is coming through down the back straight. So looks like this man has pretty much got this race in the palm of his hand. Just going to take this car home. He's done a wonderful job. Venture 26 out in second place. Hanging in there. Alex now in fourth. He has Death Raccoon hot on his heels. So Death Raccoon has a quarter of a tank. Is he going to try and push to the end? 7 laps to go. If he sits in Alex's slip, he will save a lot of fuel, but he needs to be really, really close. So I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. 6 is McFlurry Twist. 7th is Mr. Bombastic. 8th is Opticon. Bombastic is stopped. Opticon is stopped. Al has stopped. Denz has stopped. Davide has stopped. In Evo's MRC, Golf Nut has stopped. Jedi has stopped. Slung has stopped. We haven't seen much of Slung, so let's see. He's coming to stop now. The Finn is going down the main straight, so the Finn will definitely take the lead of this race. The question is, will Ian Evo come out ahead of Alex? I think so, for sure. I think Alex will pass Ian, no problem. So, oh, having said that, look how close it is. I got that wrong. So, Ian Evo not so far behind. Ian stays ahead of McFlurry, crucially. So Ian will be in 4th place. Very good racing from these guys. 6th place is Mr. Bombastic. The Finn has this race pretty much in the palm of his hand. He's done so well to manage the race. So really excellent to see. Brilliant driving from this man. And he's always been so good at strategy, and he loves just lighting this thing up. This man, Venture 26, has also done everything right. He's been there with the Finn, and he's racing with him. Currently in 2nd, Venture 26. He is, apologies, he is 2.6 seconds behind Spage. 3rd is Alex Wilmot. He didn't qualify well, but he started on the hards, and that strategy has really worked out for him. He's currently in 3rd, about 4.7 seconds behind Venture 26. They've got 6 laps to go. So Venture 26 is doing 1:39.3s. Alex is doing 1:39.2s. Is it enough? Is it consistent enough? Ian Evo is he's currently in 4th, but he's got McFlurry Twist half a second behind him. McFlurry's going to want to take that 4th place. The two Mazdas having a wonderful scrap here. 6 is Mr. Bombastic, still under pressure by Octicon. Also in a Mazda. 8th is Al in that beautiful Subaru. 9th is Denz in the Hyundai. 10th is Davide in the Mitsubishi Janetsu Motorsport car. 11th is Golf Nut in the Zoll car. 12th is Jedi Jonah. 13th is Death Raccoon in the Mitsubishi, having a great scrap with Jedi. And 14th is Slung in the Subaru. So currently the Finn managing the gap now. Got about 6 laps to go. 5 laps to go, and looking really good so far. Gap down to 3 seconds. Venture pushing quite hard. Maybe Venture was saving himself. Ooh, Venture coming through turn 1 now. 3.2 second gap. Gap to Alex, 3.7 seconds. So, things might be hotting up here at the end of this race. Is the Finn feeling the pressure a bit, or is Venture just putting his head down and saying, well, it's time to go? He's got the Hamilton helmet, so it's hammer time. Is it hammer time, or is it... did the Finn make a mistake? McFlurry, I see, has passed Ian Evo, so he's doing a great job. He's up into 4th place now. Now the hunter becomes the hunted, because Ian Evo will be able to get into his slip and give him a lot of headaches. Great dice here with these Mazdas. McFlurry running it really deep there on the brakes. So 6th, Mr. Bombastic. 7th, Opticon. Great little fight here. 8th is L. 9th is Dens. David A. 10th. 11th is Golf Nut. 12th is Jedi Jonah. 13th, Death Raccoon. 14th, Slum. Gap 3.6 seconds, lap 27. I think this man has got this race pretty much in his hand. He's just managing the gap and bringing the car home, and what a stellar job he's done. Magnificent. We've been racing for 44 minutes, 45 minutes so long, and brilliant work by these guys, and wonderful to see. Everybody came out with a beautiful livery. It's been great respect and great driving from everyone. So the gap now, Alex has closed the gap to 2.4 seconds. Venture 26 could be just managing the tire and the gap, and saying, look, I've got a big enough space, it's okay, I'm going to just make sure I bring this car home. Alex is pushing hard. Alex wants that podium, that second place. What a drive by Alex. Fantastic work. He started really far up with the grid, and because he qualified with a hard tyre, it seems to have really worked for him, that strategy. So gap down to 2 seconds now. He's not within the slip range, but this man also managing the gap nicely. Second is Venture 26, gap down to 1.9 seconds. Alex not really close enough to be in the slip. Venture is just going to have to drive this race really nicely, not make any mistakes, and really do everything right, because it looks like Alex is hungry. Alex is hunting this man down and wants that second place. He has been super quick, doing really good times in these used tires. Gap down to 1.7 seconds, so this is a race to watch for sure. 2 laps to go. .3, 1.4 seconds, but it'll open up now. So Alex got in, went in a bit hot there. So gap's still at about 1.9 seconds. They're going through the Titan twisties, and then they're going to get onto the main straight. So this gap is down to 2.4 seconds as well between Venture and the Finn. So it's really close dice. It's going to be very close at the end. So as they get onto the main straight, interesting, this leading trio. So first is Spage Finn, the gap 2.2 seconds now. Is he just feeling the pressure? What are his tires like? Front left is not looking good. Venture's front left, it looks exactly the same. Alex has got more tire than anybody. So will Alex win this race? That I don't know. It's a tough call. The gap is 2 seconds, so there you can see it. Really tough to call. They got this lap and then one more. It's tough to call. But either way, you've got Spage Finn. He's done a magnificent job. He's driven the wheels off the Subaru, bending its chassis, trying to get it around these corners, and this man also is not really faulted at all. He's done a great job to stay close enough to the Finn. If the Finn makes any sort of mistake, he's there to be able to capitalize. And Alex has closed the gap. He's come from so far behind to be able to finish this race in third. He's done a great job. So fuel consumption, Venture looks like he's used the most. Alex has the most tires. So Alex has potentially an opportunity here to Yeah, he's really closed the gap. It was 1.2 seconds there. Previously it was about 1.9, so Alex is pushing now. Where are they coming? Onto the main straight. Apologies. It's not the last time that they're coming onto the main straight. It's the second last time. So they will start the final lap now. Right, so 1.3 seconds, 1.7 second gap now to the fin. If this man makes any mistakes, there will be Venture 26 there. He gets a big slide out of turn 1. Venture 26 will be waiting there for him. The gap is kind of as it was, but Alex has closed the gap. He's within a second now, so Venture has to play his cards very well to be able to defend against this man. Jan Evo looks like he's got past McFlurry twist, so this is another big dice developing. McFlurry's going to want to stay very, very close to his bumper so he doesn't get away, and he could potentially get him on the slip somewhere or on the brake somewhere. So another really, really good dice developing here. I don't want to let the front runners get away too much. So the gap 1.6 seconds now between the Fin and Venture 26. The gap is 0.8 between Venture 26 and Alex. Venture really running on zero fuel. The Fin on zero fuel. Alex on zero fuel. It is so close. 0.7 between Alex now and Venture. All three of these guys have done a brilliant job managing to drive these cars, drive wheels off these cars. So Fin coming through the last section of corners, getting it onto the main straight. He's done everything right. It's a drag race from here on out. So has he done it well enough? He has. 1.8 seconds gap. The Fin is going to win this race. Absolutely stellar job. First the Fin, second Venture, third Alex. 0.3 of a gap, nothing in it. Wonderful work there. So Jan Evo does take 4th place ahead of McFlurry. Wonderful work again. Beautiful job there. McFlurry in 5th. 6th is Octicon. Great work from this guy, the new man coming out, and really brilliant performance. 7th is Mr. Bombastic. 8th is Al. 9th is Davide leading this train. He's got Golfy right neck and neck. Davide just took a .0023 between the two. That's madness. What a beautiful, beautiful finish. And then Den's right there. So what a glorious finish. That was a magnificent finish to the race. So wonderful, wonderful driving from all these guys. We just got Slung finishing up through the tight sections here at Fuji. Wonderful finish to this race. Alex was so close to be able to finish second. But all these guys, they played it so well. I mean, they finished the race with zero fuel. It was just such a well calculated and executed lap. Alex did a 38.9. Brilliant lap. Brilliant lap. So well done, everybody. Beautiful racing. Whew. What a wonderful evening. Close on an hour of solid endurance racing. Fantastic to see. So thank you everybody so much for joining us. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of our drivers. We're going to see you guys next time. We're going to have an open practice on Wednesday. We're going to have a qualifying session for Pro-Am again, and then there will be an open practice. So do join us for that. But from me, thank you so much. Thank you to all our drivers. It's been a wonderful evening. We'll catch you guys next time. See ya.